So this week is Destination D23, and a special look at Loki Season 2 was provided by the producer Kevin Wright. So we got the details on the first 10 minutes that have leaked online. So let's talk about what's going on. So this comes at us courtesy of The Laughing Palace, who has the details. And what they say is the second season literally begins right as the cliffhanger from season 1 cut to black, aka it's Tom Hiddleston's Loki standing in the new TVA library where he's looking at Kang looming in the background. And then what follows is Loki being frantic and trying to explain to them what's going on as TVA agents show up that have been called up by Mobius and the rest. We then get a chase through the TVA and the halls, which has Loki being chased by heavily armed guards who are all trying to get him. After a prolonged chase sequence, Loki ends up diving out a window, and he ends up landing in a bed of a yellow hover truck that's there, which somewhat loses control and almost crashes and topples a giant Kang statue. It is after this where Loki once again gets out and he stumbles into an office where we see others that don't recognize him, including Casey. For those that don't remember, he was the guy sitting at the desk who showed them all the stones and everything, and how they're kind of useless outside of the multiverse that they're in. It is at this time that Loki takes notice of more things that are changing, such as the tiles on the floor, the markings on the wall, and everything around it. And before anything can happen, this is when Loki is hit with a glitch. This, of course, is what was described in the trailers as time splitting, which of course we have learned that nobody knows exactly why it's going on, how to stop it, and what is causing it. After a little bit, we then get back to the same exact scene and we see that Loki glitches back and Casey is staring at him kind of concerned and wondering, what am I seeing right now? Because the version that is questioning Loki as to why he's here is the same version from season 1. Loki has glitched back to the proper TVA, just briefly. But then Loki notices something else. Even though he remembers him now, and that's very much the same character, the things like decorations and the floor tiles are still the ones that don't line up with this universe. It's quickly then that he tells him he needs to go get Mobius ASAP. And right as he utters that, he glitches again. And that's when the footage ends. So obviously there's a lot going on here in the first 10 minutes. It sounds like it's going to be pretty frantic, pretty all over the place, and trying to really take us for a loop, which I think is great. So once you watch the trailer now and kind of understand that this is how it goes, you can pretty much pick up all of these scenes in the trailer and kind of stitch them together, which I think does make sense because they never tend to reveal stuff from the way later half that they're trying to keep secret. So overall, this sounds pretty exciting, and I can't wait to watch it. I'm so hyped for this, and to rewatch season 1 when it's out on 4K. Just bring it on.